I don't know about you, but my feed has been full of New Year's resolutions in 30 by 30 content. I'm already 30, which technically means I'm 29 for at least 4 more years, give or take. And since it's only the middle of January and I technically have 9 months left, I figured, why not just get peer pressured by my algorithm? I don't really care about what the number on the scale says. I just want to look in the mirror and like what it is that I see. So since the fitness girlies have been talking about mobility and strength, that's my goal, which leads me to the second thing on my list, running a 5K. I would love to turn hosting into a hobby. Fourth is that I want to go on all of the dates. I have these 3 lovely men in my life. Why not plan something elaborate for them? I also want a deeper relationship with my husband. Ooh, and I also want to take myself out on solo dates, now that we're talking about it. I want to travel at least 4 times a year, and I would like at least one of those times to be out of the country. Ooh, I ain't got a job, but the moment I get one, we'll pay off a cute amount of student loans. Since we're on the topic of money, I would like to bring my credit score back up to 700 because those were good times. I also want to set aside some money to renovate my kitchen and dining room, paint my room anything other than blue. And with all of that going on, I would still like to set aside at least $10,000 in my savings account. I have a 40-page business plan, and I would like to put that in motion. To me, that looks like at least hosting 3 events this year outside of my house. Ooh, and I would love to establish a deeper bond with my village, even if it's virtual. When I lived in Washington, I did advocacy work, and I got to have conversations with many of my representatives. Now that we've moved to Texas, I still want to understand the landscape of local politics here in my neighborhood and get involved as much as I can. I want to volunteer at least 3 times. I also just want to fall in love with creating again. That looks like dusting off my old film camera. It also looks like creating 3 long form videos, 30 reels, and 30 Pinterest posts. I'm also the co-host of the Grass is Ghetto podcast, where we have hood adjacent intellectual conversations. I'd like for us to record at least 12 episodes. I also need to be more present in the moment. I really want to tap into my inner Moesha and journal more. I want at least 10 of my diary entries to be full-on poems. I also need to be bold more and say yes to things that I'm afraid of. I'd also like to read like 30 books. I want to balance my time more. I also need to let go of this imposter syndrome. Ooh, and I also want to overcome my fear of failure. Instead, I hope to adapt a mindset where I'm conducting micro experiments and everything that happens is just data. And last, I want to have less anxiety, do it scared, do it sad, depressed, attack what it is that I want, regardless of what it is that I feel. And I guess a bonus is to look back at this list and see how far I was able to accomplishing everything. Since I'm going to be turning this into a series, I hope you stay tuned for the journey. And why not comment down below what it is that you have planned for 2026. No, like seriously, comment down what it is that you have planned for 2026. We're speaking things into existence.